everybody. I am saying Requiems Echo, Resident Evil Gaming Sim, and we're gonna be, I guess, trying for Leon. Wait, computer? Where's that at? No, that's not a computer. Oh, that's a TV. I'm stupid. Okay, let's just start a new game. I embarrass more myself. Choose a ski color. The ants. Okay. Choose a ski color, not skin. Okay. So this one. Alright. You step out of the worn out house. The door is creaking behind you as it swings shut. The weight of your gear drags at your body, but it's not just the equipment, it's the universe. You've been preparing for this night longer than you care to admit. Every step feels heavy. You can't stop, not now. Your gaze lingers on the windows. Inside the shadows of your old life remain, a life that feels like a ghost now. Photographs on the walls, dust-covered remnants of forgotten hobbies. There was a time when you had dreams, other dreams, but they're long since crumbled, replaced by a singular consuming purpose. Then you hear it. Birds flapping in unhurried ascent. You know what that means. Sunset is close. It's time. Time for what? Oh, bonfire piecing the approaching darkness. A lone beacon amidst the towering trees. You finish threading through the barbed wire from tree to tree, building harsh. Clearing, trapped with no escape. Your gaze drifts towards the sun sinks lower, disappearing behind the trees, casting long shadows that stretch like dark fingers, clawing. You need to be fast, they'll come soon. Okay, so we get choices. Put tripwires outside the clearing as well. Put tripwires only inside the clearing. Save. It's my turn. Put tripwires only outside the clearing. You know what, fuck it, we'll put it outside as well. You extend the explosives beyond the clearing, placing tripwires along the outer perimeter. If any of them manage to slip past the first lines of defense, these will catch them. Tonight there is no escape. The forest deepens into shadows as you finish settling the tripwires. You nod, satisfied, but there's one last step. Pulling out a knife, you make a swift cut across your palm, letting your blood drip onto the soil. It's dark, it's almost black in the pit, and the grass sinks it up, vanishing quickly as it falls. Why are we like kidding ourselves? You wrap the wound with a strip of cloth, tighten it until the pain is just a dull throb. You don't usually do this, they're already drawn to the living. Today is different, you need all of them to come. You tried tracking them to their lairs before, but the tunnels are too winding, too deep, too impossible to navigate. So instead you draw them out, just like they lure humans, using their scent to pull people to their deaths. It's a brutal contest of hunters, and you intend to be the last one standing. Sliding the glass mascara. I can't read, bro. Sliding the sliding the gas mask over your face, the rubber cool and constricting against your skin. You settle behind a tree. I don't know why I'm playing like a visual novel that I can barely read. Okay, sharp pain of isolation digs into you. You wish you didn't have to do this alone. But the remaining townsfolk have changed. Soon, whatever the creature emit, they become something else, something hollow. You need to put a stop to this before they sacrifice someone else. The last rays of sunlight disappear, leaving a dead, suffocating silence. It's as if the forest itself is holding its breath, aware of what's coming. Your hand trembling slightly as you grip the flamethrower. It's metal cold despite the sweat on your palms. As soon as the creature steps into the clearing, the explosives will rip through the first wave, and the barbed wire will hold the rest in place. Hold on, I'm gonna stare at the same picture. No offense. Okay, and then more will come. You'll pick them off wave by wave until nothing's left but ash. After all these years of hunting, it all comes down to this tonight. Either you kill them, or they finally take you. Oh no. Okay. Man, when are we gonna meet Leon yet? Oh, speak of the devil. He drove into the city. The street dead and abandoned. Another ghost town. Courtesy of an umbrella. Ordered windows, doors nailed shut, like they're trying to keep something out. Or in. He wonders how many more are there. He thought that after Umbrella downfall, they had dealt with all of them, but every now and then another one pops up. He feels it, a prickle on the back of his neck. His eyes flip to a cracked window as he passes. There's nothing there, just shadows shifting with the last light of day. Hate it when the neighbors are this. All I gotta do is Leon voice. Crap. How does he talk? Talks cunt. I can't do it. Hate it when the neighbors are this quiet. Sun sinks lower, bleeding orange and red across the sky. He sighs, tapping his fingers against the handlebars. He wants to get here earlier, but the mission briefing dragged on, and the local cops weren't exactly helpful. When he asks if they've seen anything strange, they all give him the same blank stare. Nope, none, sir. He's not sure if they're lying, clueless, or just terrified. His GPS flash is guiding him toward the lab on the outskirts. It's nestled in the forest up on a hill. Easy enough, right? Just find the missing team, check the lab, get out. Simple. Yeah, so simple, man. Except it never is. Leon kills the engine and swings off the bike, the silence wrapping around him. The air feels too still, the kind of stillness that gets under your skin. I gotta do my Leon voice. Okay. I can't do it. Okay, Leon, just another spooky forest. What could go wrong? Okay, that's that. He moves on foot, the ground soft under his boots, deadly muffling his steps, his hands hovering near his gun. The path is narrow, overgrown, and the shadows stretch, but out long in the fading light. Then he sees it, a flicker of light through the trees. Stop, there is someone's there. Maybe it's a missing team, or something else. Oh, is it us? He steps off the path, crunching low behind a tree for cover. Watching the bonfire pulse in the dark. Who's ever camping out here has a terrible taste in ambience. And then a faint smell hits him, sweet, clean. He grips his gun tighter, muscles tensing as instincts can. This isn't the usual running stench of POWS. This is different from whatever head feels like it's calling to him. The last of the sunlight slips behind trees, darkness closes in, and the light flickers again, casting eerie shadows that seem to reach for him. He moves forward, slow and steady, his senses on high alert. He's done this before, more times than he's cared to remember. Whatever's waiting in the dark, it's not going to catch him off guard. Leon's head is getting foggy, his senses dulled. He can see the fire now, a huge bonfire lighting up the dark. Spotting an opening, he steps forward. But something brushes against his chest, a wire. The faint beeping reaches him a second too late. Guess I really walked into that one. Tripwire triggers, a deafening blast tearing through the air. Oh shit, did we kill him? You are dead. Oh shit. Wait, are we Leon? No, that can't be right. Well, shit. That went bad. This is good. Okay. This is kind of almost where he left off. Stop sneering eyes. Okay, someone's there. Missing team. Something else. Okay, we already... Okay, bonfire. Okay, ambience, okay. Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna say you were dead or something. I don't know why. Listen. Okay, I was struggling. Okay. You listen, breath fogging the inside of your gas mask. The forest feels suffocating, every shadow pressing in, thick with tension. A sharp creaking noise breaks the silence, the sound of yeah, shitini, like shitinius. I don't know what that word says. Legs scrapping over dark bark, familiar clicks and snaps you come to associate with the creatures. They're here. Your heart pounds, and you steady your breath. The building air dry and still against your lips. Fingers tighten around the flamethrower. Ooh, we have a flamethrower. Okay, you prepare to rise from your hiding spot, every muscle coiled. But then movement catches your eye, figure slipping through the cling. Hey man! You freeze, watching step closer to your traps. Wait, is he? He's disabling your tripwires? Your pulse races, heart hammering in your ears. Without thinking, you sprint from your spot, weaving through the trap you've committed to memory. You, stop! Your voice comes out muffled, distorted by the mask, but he halts, turning to face you. For a split second, you're taken aback. He's not what you expected. Sharp features, piercing eyes, striking in a way that makes me. Okay, striking in a way that seems out of place here. Not the kind of person you'd expect to stumble into a nightmare like this. Your gaze flicks to his hand, hovering near his gun. Posture tense and controlled, definitely not a civilian. Okay, can I say it now? Okay, there we go. Okay, what the hell do you think you're doing? These traps are mine. These traps are mine. I guess what the hell do you think you're doing? He raises an eyebrow, unbothered by your tone. These are yours. Yes, yes. Oh, how many did you disable already? He tilts his head, thinking for a moment. Few. You curse under your breath, gripping the flamethrower tighter. Just your luck, a clueless outsider ruining a day you waited years for. Why do you need so many explosives? I'm hunting. His eyes shift to the flamethrower in your hands, then to the barbed wire strung between trees. You have a rather unconventional way of hunting. You take a steady breath, no time for this. You're not from this town, are you? You really should leave now. Your gaze drifts to the tree line, where you sense movement. The scent is starting to seep in. That sickly sweet floral odor the creatures emit. He's not wearing a mask already. You see a slight daze in his eyes. He won't last long if they get close. The man shakes his head, taking a step closer. Not an option. I've got to get to that lab, and this is the only way through. You fidget with the flamethrower, torn between curiosity and frustration. Whoever he is, he needs to leave. You have no idea what's out there. Turn around, wait until morning. Whatever you're looking for at that lab, it's already been ransacked. But do whatever you want, just not right now. Not right now. A familiar sound echoes through the forest. The same clicking, the same sickening creak. They're getting closer. He hears it too, his stance shifting, eyes narrowing. What exactly are you hunting? Before you can respond, yellow eyes blink to life at the edge of the woods, dozens of them gleaming like fireflies in the dark, shifting as they lock onto you. There are more than you expect, likely drawn by a scent as well. You can't fight them all without explosives. Run. You don't wait for his response. Explosives erupt, the ground shaking underfoot. Oh yeah, we got the music, baby. But the creatures charge through the smoke, faster than you anticipated. You dash forward, dodging traps, weaving through the maze of wires and explosives. Shots ring out behind you. You glance back, catching sight of him, firing at the creatures as he runs, somehow keeping pace. Save your bullets! It won't kill them! Sharp crack sounds as suddenly a warm air seeps into the mask. A piece of debris must have punctured it. You're exposed now, no spare within reach. You can only keep running. Barreling through the underbrush, you fire the flamethrower behind you. A wave of fire scorching the air. The creatures shriek and stumble back. But keep coming. You see him aim, shooting one of the explosives direct to a nearby tree. The explosion rocks the clearing, and smoke blankets everything. The forest erupts into chaos. You run until you're far away, gasping as you tear off the broken mask. The cool night air fills your lungs, but it feels like failure. Everything you built is gone. The traps, the explosives, all of it, wasted. The man catches up, glancing back at the smoke and fire flickering into the distance. His gun is still in hand, and he looks unfazed. Yeah, he's used to this shit. Quite the fireworks show back there. He looks at you, raising an eyebrow. What were those things? You fought them before, right? Your blood boils, and you throw the broken mask to the ground. It's his fault. Well, I don't know, try to get on his good side. I guess I'll say it's my fault. You should have kept going. You should have stuck with the plan and ignored the outsider. Your fury fades, giving way to a hollow sense of defeat. I prepared for this day for a long time. I was going to kill them. There's no way you could have taken them all down on your own. You shake your head, chuckling low as tears prickle at your eyes. You have no energy left to argue. Right, I should have known. I've already failed so many people. What's one more mistake? Look, I didn't mean to mess things up. Leave, outsider, before you mess things up even further. It's not safe here. He narrows his eyes, looking at you with a calm that only makes your heart He narrows his eyes, looking at you with a calm that only makes your frustration flare hotter. Not for me, for you. You're going to get yourself killed if you keep this up. Excuse me? You're the one who almost got yourself killed back there. I'm trained for this. I can handle it. You don't know these things like I do. They lure you with their scent. Okay, that's me talking. Okay. You want to get to the lab now? Go ahead, but you'll end up like everyone else who tried. He paused, and for the first time you see his expression soften slightly as he studies you. Does he? I don't see anything changing. Okay. Did you see a team come through here? A lot of people come through here. They go to the lab. They get what they want and they leave us to our fate. Or they go and never come back. Whoever you're looking for, they're probably dead or worse. The man looks back toward the forest, his expression turning somber, thoughtful. I need to go to the lab and figure out what happened to them. I'm not leaving until I do. You shake your head, unsurprised, of course. They're all the same. Good luck, you'll need it. Without waiting for a response, you turn and march away, ignoring the ache in your chest. You're about to start all over again. Rebuild, rearm. Your hand finds a pendant resting against your chest. You grip it tightly, letting the familiar shape press into your skin. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, I was gonna say, don't tell me that's how it ends. I'm actually kinda getting into this just a bit. Okay, you storm back to the house, slamming the door behind you. Schmack. The gear drops from your hands, but you barely notice. All you can think about is him, the arrogant outsider with his stoic face. You grit your teeth. He's going to get himself killed, you know it. He doesn't even have a mask. The second he gets close to the lab, he's as good as dead. You told him to leave. You told him to leave. Warn him what was out there. If he dies, that's on him. You owe him nothing. He ruined your plan, your final chance at saving the rest of this town. But the thought of him stumbling into the lab, clueless, gnaws at you. Why the hell do you care? You shouldn't. You don't. Or do I? He's weaved into our minds. Okay, so despite the hunter's aggression, Leon decides to heed her warning. He waits until early morning before heading to the lab, her sharp words still lingering in his mind. He can't shake the thought that she left too abruptly without giving him a real chance to help. He could have used more intel and maybe kept an eye on her too. The last thing he wants is to watch another leg get swallowed by Umbrella's mess. They've taken too much already. He shakes his head, recalling the fierce determination in her eyes. The way she seemed to set on wiping out those creatures in any— oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Okay. So, okay, I gotta make sure I don't hold the keypad. The hunter hadn't been lying. The place had been thoroughly ransacked. Papers scattered, equipment smashed, whatever was is long gone. I'm sorry guys, I'm struggling with this video. I'm sorry, it kinda sucks. Okay, I'll continue. Perfect. Or loose ends. Umbrella had so many labs scattered around the globe. It's been nearly impossible to track them all down. Some, like this one, escaped the government's eye, but not the mercenaries. He looks around, wondering what they stole this time. And what it might have led to. Another outbreak? Another bioweapon? It's always something. As soon as he finds out what this new threat is, the better. Maybe the rest of the town and that hunter can still be saved. He pauses, his mind drifting back to Spain, the village, the people. So many lives destroyed, so many people who never had a chance. He clenches his fist, wishing again that he could stop it all for good. But nothing is ever that simple. He's just one man, fighting an endless war. Still, he'll do what he can, like he always does. He pulls himself back to the present, focusing on the task. After rummaging through a few cabinets, he finds a torn notebook, its pages smudged with age and grim. It seems like a personal diary of the lead scientist. Ooh, we getting somewhere? April 12, 1988. Initial tests with the mold on humans have become promising. Though at a great cost, mortality rates are high, but I'm confident we will create a host strong enough to receive the progenitor virus. I said that right. November 3rd. Yeah, November 3rd, 1990. I seem to have found a way to reduce mortality rates, but the subjects are changing, discernibly so. They're becoming more moth-like. Though imperfectly, the process of CGT appears to be responsible. These hybrids are now half human, half insect, emitting a powerful scent that draws humans toward them. The smell acts like the pheromones of female moths, inducing a heightened arousal state in those nearby. Masks are now mandatory for all personnel in the test areas. Subjects must remain contained at all costs. This might prove useful to capture new test subjects. Okay, hold on. I need a drink break. Okay. August 4th, 1992. The townsfolk whisper about a creature of folklore roaming the forest. Okay, which serves as our purpose well. A new development, subjects have begun reproducing their— I'm struggling with words right now. Their larvae are feed exclusively human flesh. I am uncertain if these offspring will be able to receive the virus, but its potential breakthrough, we will continue observation. March 2nd, 1993. Disappointing results. The offspring are weak, unable to withstand viral integration. It appears that the strength of the parents is critical. Only the strongest hosts can pass on resilience. The weaker offspring have been discarded. I will require more test subjects. Stronger young adults, preferably those in their physical prime. This town's population will be depleted soon if we're not careful. Okay. Leon flips through the pages, but dozens of entries are missing, years torn away, leaving only the final, frantic, scrawled handwriting, as if the scientist had written it in his last desperate moments. Probably did. Okay, February 8th, 2003. Umbrella has cut us off. The faculty is compromised. Someone set the creature. I was about to say career. Someone set the creature loose. They're everywhere, and the staff have begun to fall. I managed to escape with my mask intact, but the end is near. There is no redemption for me, but I will seek forgiveness all the same. The church. Perhaps it's the last place I'll find peace. After that, I leave this cursed town for good. The church, huh? He radios Huntington, relying on situations and the contents of the diary. She promises to notify the higher-ups and arrange for an enforcement. But of course, it'll take time. Leon sighs. Reinforcements always take time. I'll send you. Oh shit, I don't know how to do her voice. Wait, is this a girl? No, whatever. I'll do her voice. Okay. I'll send you the blueprints we have on file for the lab. There's mention of an underground facility. Looks like you'll need a keycard to get in. Understood, thanks. Voice acting sucks. He follows her direction. Okay, it is a girl. Okay, he follows her direction and finds a door to the underground section. But as she's warned, it's locked tight. He'll need to get in if he wants to find out what happened to the missing team. Just as he's about to search elsewhere, he hears a big door that from that scent reaches out. Sickly sweet, glowing with a strange glow edge. Didn't the hunter say these things only came out at night? The smell thickens, his head swimming lightly. He snaps his gun up, instincts kicking in as he shuffles closer. He fires the gunshot range, but the creature's barely stops, advancing with a twisted, insectoid screech, then flames to them. He turns, catching sight of her face obscured by the aspects. The leaf flares up, but it's brief. Which part of bullets don't work did you get? Or do you just like wasting ammo? Leon's jaw tightens, annoyance replaces her relief. Of course, she has to make this difficult. Oh, okay, the clicker. The man catches up with you outside, his eyes narrow, but you can almost see a flicker of relief beneath his guarded expression. You following me? Wait, has his face always been that relaxed like that? Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Okay, next time, if you want a closer look, maybe just ask. I wanted to see if you were as competent as you claimed. Give him a once-over, unimpressed. Clearly not. I had everything under control. You scoff. Not trying to hide your frustration. Sure, if you plan to stick around, you'll need a mask, outsider. I won't always be here to save your fucking ass. Name's Leon. And I figured that out myself, thanks. You shake your head and turn on your heel, ready to leave him to his fate. I found a door to an underground section of the lab. You paused, glancing back. The creatures probably hid there during the day. That's why they were nest here. You'd never be able to kill them all without going down. And to get in, we'll need a key card. He nods toward the lab entrance, then looks back at you, his gaze steady. And supplies, if we want to blow this place sky high. You raise your eyebrows, skeptical. We? I'm not thrilled about it, but you're going to keep hunting them anyway, right? Might as well join forces. You search his face for any sign of deceit, but he just stares back, and only calm. You don't trust this guy, but you're willing to take any chance to end this, even if it means teaming up. Say please. Fine. Say please. What? Say please and I'll help you. Are you serious? I'm the one doing the helping here. You cross your arms and wait, watching him wrestle with himself. The surprised village taking a hit. Finally, he sighs. You sure do make a guy work for it, huh? Fine, please. You start to smile as he completes a sentence. Please try not to enjoy this too much. Your smile fades into a frown. Oh, trust me, I won't. You pull an old worn map out of the town from your jacket. Okay, there's a fire station, there's a church, and then we got the construction. Okay. Leon leans in to look at the map, his shoulder brushing against yours. Oh my, physical contact. For a moment, you catch the sound, sweet and smoke from a pipe, mixed with something faintly sharp like aftershave. It's oddly distracting, and you step back with a clear thought. Okay. Here's the layout of the town. Most of the gas, I don't know why I keep wanting to say gas masks have been destroyed by the townsfolk, but we might find a few at the... You swallow, your throat tightening. Fire station. His eyes flick to you, catching the hesitation in your voice. Why did the townsfolk destroy the mask? Memories flash through your mind of glassy-eyed townsfolk in a crazed frenzy, their minds lost to the foremost illness. Orgies? The way they practically worship the creatures now, like twisted prophets of some new grotesque religion. It's against their beliefs. I had a few spare ones, but they got destroyed yesterday thanks to a noisy outsider. Maybe you should have kept them somewhere safer. Maybe you should have never come here. A faint smirk tugs at his lips, his voice dripping with sarcasm. But I'd have missed out on meeting such a charming person such as yourself. You glare, hating the way he just won. Wait, hold on, You glare, hating the way he just won't back down. The way he seems to find humor in every jab. Where can we find explosives? You jab a finger at the spot on the map. Here, the construction site. There should be some left in the graves. With any luck, they're still intact. Leon studies the map with a furrowed brow, then nods. The keycard is probably at the church. I found a note about it back in the lab. Oh shit, that was Leon talking. Okay, no. He looks at me near gaze with infinite calm. You're the local. Where do you want to start? Oh shit, we actually get the... Oh! So we get a little bit of a clicky, gamey action. So it's not a full-on visual novel type game. That's cool. Right, taking another drink break. Okay. Oh shit, where should we go first? Okay, no, okay. Well, did they say something about, they said something about fire station, right? So maybe I'll just go to the fire station. You take a deep breath and walk inside the fire station, just an empty abandon as it was the last time you came here. But now, standing inside it again, you feel the weight pressing down harder than before. The memories flood back uninvited. The sound of your father's voice, the sight of him in his gear, the pride in his eyes when he talked about the working. It's been years, but somehow the pain feels fresh, sharp as broken glass. Leon scans his surroundings, his gaze darting around the room, assessing every potential threat and exit. His stance portrays his training, all business, all vigilance. You, on the other hand, are just like trying to keep yourself together, forcing one foot in front of the other. The last thing you want is for him to see how much this place affects you. The layout's simple. First floor as the main storage, some lockers, upstairs, risky. There's probably nothing we need up there. You know an awful lot. You catch the flicker of curiosity in his eyes, and the tension seizes in your chest. Memories flash too fast to block them out. Your father's gruff laugh, gruff, laugh echoing off the walls, the smell of burning wood from the old stove, the sound of men joking, slapping each other on the back. The ache you kept buried for so long sharpened silly like a stone in your chest. I came here a lot when I was younger. You keep your voice flat, but your own gaze narrows as though he can see straight through the wall you're trying to put up. He's not stupid, he knows there's more to you. There's more you're not saying. For a moment his brows furrows, his expression softening just enough that it makes you uneasy. You can feel him weighing his words like he's considering saying something kind. Something might crack through the armor you build around yourself. If this place means something to you, we can... Don't. Their voice comes out sharper than you intend, cutting him off before he can finish. You don't care. The last thing you need is him poking around in parts of you that are his business. Leon's jaw tightens, his mouth pressing into a thin line. For a moment he just looks at you, an unreadable expression in his eyes. Finally he gives a short nod, clearly deciding to drop it. Fine. The world lands heavy between you, thickening the silence. You can feel the distance growing as if both of you are retreating behind invisible walls, mirroring each other's defenses. The quiet stretches, taut with unspoken things neither of you are willing to acknowledge. At least Leon perks his head toward the staircase, his voice cold and brisk. We should check the second floor, too. Could be more supplies up there. The structure's a mess. It's better if we stick to the first floor. Make sure we don't miss anything. His eyes narrow, his stance firm as if he's digging his heels just to challenge you. That's exactly why we should go up. Townsfolk probably haven't searched there. It might be worth the risk. The frustration's cold is tighter in your chest, the weight of the memories pressing down like lead. You want to tell him to back off, to stay out of places he don't belong. But the stubborn set of his jaw mirrors your own, and you know he's not going to back down. Well, you're gonna follow. You know what? Let's follow Leon's idea, I guess. I don't know. You grit your teeth, unwilling to argue further. Fine, let's go to the. I'm getting my voice acting messed up. Fine, let's go to the second floor then. Together you make your way up to the creaking staircase. The floorboards groan underfoot, and each step feels like it could be the last. Your eyes scan the empty, dilapidated space, searching for anything useful. Just as you're about to turn back, Leon gestures to a dusty corner near broken lockers. Found something. 2 gas masks lie there, half hidden beneath some debris. But before you can respond, the floor beneath you gives a sudden violent lurch. You let out a gasp, a stumbling as the wood cracks and shifts onto your feet. Leon reacts instantly, grabbing you by the arm and pulling you against him, just as the ground crumbles beneath you both. You crash down together, the impact sending a jolt of pain through your body. For a moment, you're both too stunned to move, lying tangled in the debris of Leon's arms still wrapped around you. His breathing is heavy, his face close enough that you can rage. Guess I was right about the floor. You shrug his arm off as you push yourself up. Okay, sorry. Thanks for almost getting us killed. Leon scowls, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Always with the sarcasm. You're welcome. You grab the 2 masks, your fingers trembling just slightly. You turn to head back down the stairs, refusing to look his way. As you're moving, your hand brushes against something small and solid in the dust. You stop, bending down to pick it up, and your breath catches. It's a photograph, worn and faded, edges curling from age. Your father and his colleagues smiling and alive, their faces blurred but unmistakable. You swallow hard, gulp, a lump forming in your throat. For a second you consider showing it to Leon, showing that piece of yourself just this once. But then the walls came back up, solid and unyielding. You pull the photo and slip it into your pocket. Its edges dig into your skin like a reminder. Leon's voice breaks through the... Bro, why am I struggling to read? Leon's voice breaks through the quiet, snapping you out of the moment. Find anything else? Your head tight. Your hands, not head. Your hands tighten around the photo, hiding it deeper in your pocket. No, let's leave. He doesn't question it, and you follow him out of the station, leaving behind the memories, the ghosts that cling to this place like shadows. Silence between you is as heavy as ever, and though you walk side by side, you feel miles apart. By the time they reach her house, the sky has deepened to a dark, heavy blue, and the evening chill has settled around them. She stops abruptly at her door, and noticing a bloody note tacked to the wood, a smudge of crimson smeared across the words. She reads it with a scoff, crumpling it in her hand. Rumbles it. Can't read in her hand, and tosses it aside without a second thought. Maybe it's just because I gotta, maybe I need to actually look at the words thoroughly before I read. Probably not copy. Okay, Leon glances down, catching the streaks of ink mixed with dry blood. What does it say? She gives a dry, humorless laugh. One of the town's leader is warning me off, saying I've killed too many of their precious creatures. They don't like the balance being disrupted. She shrugs and adds a bitterness in her voice. They tried to stop me before, nothing new. Aren't they going to come after you for that? Let them try. Her tone is sharp, edged with a weirdness that speaks of repetition. If they do, I have other hideouts. She pushes the door open, stepping inside without looking back. Wait, so we're letting Leon into our house? Another man. Leon follows, and the place hits him like a wall, a strange, stifling mix of mothballs and plant oils. The windows sealed tightly, curtains drawn to block out any stray pheromones. Okay. As she moves through the small space, her movements are precise, each step purpose-driven. She glides over to conceal a compartment on the floor, pulls it open, and retrieves a gallon of fuel, refilling the flamethrower with a practiced hand. She doesn't spare him a glance, acting as if it were just another fixture in the room, and after that, Leon watches her, seeing himself reflected in her harsh routines. The mythological way she checks every corner. Every movement screams survival. But it's more than that. She's wrapped herself in a layer of armor, bound tight by invisible barbed wire, keeping the world at arm's length. He's worn that same armor himself, about the string of each barb, and he knows how hard it is to let anyone get close. You sit on a warm chair, focusing on tending to your wounds, cleaning and wrapping them quick, experienced movements. Leon is scanning your space, scanning your space. His eyes drawn to a small cluster of fading photographs on a shelf. His fingers hover over them, hesitating. When did this all start? You keep your eyes on your wound, tightening the bandage just a little too hard. 3 years ago, you pause and then you add, as if forcing yourself to speak. The creatures have been around as long as I can remember. They take a few people each month, and no one would care, unless it was family. Just some old folklore, a story to scare kids, staying inside after dark. You take a breath, fighting down the memories clawing their way up. But when the lab was shut down, everything changed. They came every night, like clockwork, taking anyone outside after dark, Anyone who didn't make it inside was gone by morning. Now it seems they hunt whenever they need to, and it helps that the townspeople offer them sacrifices every week without fail. The room goes silent, your words hanging in the air like a shadow. You brace yourself for him to ask about the people in the photos, about your family, about the ones you've lost. But instead, his voice is quieter, weighted with something you can't quite place. Is it hair? Is that what's in his tone? Hair? But why didn't you leave? You freeze. Can't talk. You freeze. Your hands thumb the bandages. You don't answer right away, letting his questions settle into a silence. Then you resume tending your wound, though your voice is flat and controlled. Where would I go? I made a promise. Where would I go? People I care about are already gone. If I left, their ghosts would just follow me anyway. He pauses, his expression hard to read. After a moment, he gives a slight nod, acknowledging the weight of what you said without prying deep. Yeah, ghosts. It's a heavy way of sticking around. Someone had to fight. It just ended up being me. He steps closer. Your body goes rigid, instinctively pulling back. But he holds out a small tin, something herbal, pungent with a mix of earthy scents. Lavender and other sharper herbs. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought this was just gonna be like it'll just go straight through like the romance, but it actually has like kind of a actual story to it. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, back to the story. But he holds out a small tin, something herbal. Okay, yeah, lavender, sharp herbs. What is this? For injuries, works wonders. Hesitantly, you take it. Your eyes never leaving. Ugh. Oh, I can't fucking talk. Hesitantly, you take it. Your eyes never leaving his. You steady him for a beat, finally breaking the silence. Who exactly are you? He looks at you, his expression unreadable. A flicker of something cautious before he answers. Government agent. It makes sense now, his calm in the face of creatures. Wait, did I read that right? It makes sense now. His calm in the face of the creatures. The way he handled himself during the day. That doesn't explain everything. Okay. You said you were trained for this kind of situation. How many times have you dealt with things like this? Too many. He sighs, and for a moment his face softens, his guard slipping, just enough for you to catch a glimpse of something deeper. I was a rookie cop the first time it happened. I had to learn the hard way, and afterwards I didn't exactly have a choice. For a brief second, you see something raw in his eyes, something that feels uncomfortably close to your own reflection. You didn't have a choice either, not in any of this. Why didn't you leave? Surprise flickers across his face. For an instant, you catch a glimpse of something like pain. It's not that simple. You think you might finally get something real out of him, a piece of truth to hold on to. But then, just as quickly, his wall stepped into fight. And someone has to fight. It just ended up being me. You let out a hollow chuckle, but stop yourself before it fully escapes. You can't afford to get comfortable around him. Even if it doesn't seem like a threat now, you remind yourself that he's just another outsider. For all you know, he's only just being nice to get under your skin. It makes you lower your guard, only to leave like everyone else has. You shove the tin of herbal medicines back at him, a bit more forcefully than necessary. Here, agent, you'll need a bit more than left. Here, agent, you'll need it more than me. He looks down at it, raising an eyebrow as he takes it back, his expression somewhere between amused and unimpressed. Okay, your restless confidence is almost charming. Careful, don't fall in love. I could say the same to you. You know what? I want to be ballsy and say careful, don't worry. Not happening. Oh shit, ouch. Good. Settle on the couch, laying down with half an eye on the door, the other on Leon, who sits a few feet away with his back to the wall, quietly disassembling and cleaning his guns. Your eyes closed, but your mind stays alert. Every creak of the old house keeping you tethered and conscious. It isn't just the threats outside. Wait. It's a stranger sharing your space, the one person who could throw everything you work for into chaos. Sleep. I'll take first watch. You start to protest, but he cuts you off with a steady look. If we're going to be a team, you'll need to trust me. You don't respond, but allow yourself to sink into a light, restless sleep. Your senses half tuned to the sound of the light. Wait, did I say the night? Nah, fuck it. Hours stretch on the room, cloaked in heavy silence, and yet, it's Leon there. For the first time in months, it doesn't feel quite as suffocating. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there. Because I kinda wanna pause it. I wanna leave it on a cliffhanger. Make it more interesting. Oh shit.